Happy Leek Day and welcome to Weekly Leek Issue 11. This week is the best yet, so grab your favorite drink and let's give it a peek. Just in case you're new here, the Weekly Leek is Fenn's weekly dev blog, which shares progress on a per team basis, accompanied by 2 infographics to track their progress, with lots of leaks in the bag. Let's start with the front cover. This weekly leak takes us to Chronopolis, which we can tell from the image outside the cover, which is the Merchants Guild, as well as the leak of the week, which is the Money Bag leak. This week, I have a treat for all of you. Fenn Research has taught me a super secret new leak spell, so instead of just the 2 images on the front cover, watch this. Skadoosh! So, obviously, this week we're talking about player-to-player trading. Here's how all of it will work. In order to begin trading, speak to Channer Goldway after completing the Chronopolis main quest and gathering a second set of the quest items for the Merchants Guild. He will then give you the choice to either become a guild member, which unlocks trading, or to become a lone wolf, which permanently locks you out of trading. Alternatively, you can choose to decide later, which means you still cannot trade, but at least you're not locked into a decision just yet. If you decide to lock in as either a guild member or a lone wolf, you will get this icon next to your total level, much like your faction. And this will also show on the leaderboards, as it will be a toggleable filter option. Also, please bear in mind that choosing to lock in is a permanent decision. Anyway, lone wolves get no additional benefits apart from some cheeky dialogues from Channer, and they can still use vendors. Guild members, however, will now be able to trade with other guild members. To start a trade, select the player's name in the chat window or in the nearby players menu. This will then open the trade window. To add items, simply click the slots. It's worth noting that if you are in either of these 4 player markets, you will get an additional option to trade items to and from your bank. You can then also choose which bank you'd like to trade from. In order to prevent sneaky tricksy scammers, the scales in the center move to indicate whose favor the trade is in, and the accept button will lock for 5 seconds whenever the offer changes on either side. If you're attempting to accept a bad deal, the game will ask you if you're sure, just to give you one more additional chance to catch any funny business. Once you accept, the trade goes through, and there is no second accept window or anything along those lines. And if your inventory is ever full, if you want to trade in one of these player markets, there is now a convenient new storage rift inside the Merchants Guild in a snazzy new color. So, now for the big question. When is trading coming? Well, now. I'm serious, it's live. Hop in game and head to the Merchants Guild to begin your trading adventures, or to become a lone wolf if you enjoy an additional challenge. Alright, let's move on to what each of the internal teams have been up to last week. Starting off with the technical team, which is Andrew, James, and Ian. Andrew, aka Bossy Leek, has been working on, you guessed it, player-to-player trading, as well as new starter inductions and being scammed by Samuel whilst testing trading. James, the legendary Leek, has launched last week's game update, which saw quality of life changes and bug fixes added to the game. He has also been ensuring OSA compliance, adding more features to support the new quests, and handling support requests. Finally, multi-purpose Leek Ian has been making improvements to the map and NPC design tools, as well as several bug fixes. Next up is the content team, which consists of Paul, Samuel, Daniel, Harris, and Steve. Paul, aka Harry Leek, has been working on story coding for the 7-star Mine of Mantuban quest. Samuel, the maybe Leek, is no longer riding roller coasters, but what he has been doing is story and technical coding for the 3-star Hope Forest quest, handling support requests, preparing this weekly leak, and totally scamming Andrew while testing trading. Daniel, the thinnest of leeks, has been working on bug fixes and implementing a quality of life feature. Harris, the sleepy leek, has been doing story coding for the 4-star Chronopolis quest. And finally, Steve, the lankiest of leeks, has been doing technical coding for the 4-star Mine of Mantuban quest. Moving on to the graphics team, which consists of Greg, Nick, Lewis, and James T. Before we get into the graphics team, we do have a new member joining them. James T, the Jimmy Leek, started last week and has been working on graphics for the 6-star Mine of Mantuban quest. I wish him the best of luck and I hope he enjoys his time at Fen Research. Anyway, Greg, the laid-back Leek, has been working on graphics and concept art for the 6-star Mine of Mantuban quest. Nick, the Cactus Leek, has been working on graphics for the 6-star Mine of Mantuban quest as well as graphics for this weekly leak and providing starter support. Finally, Lewis, the Sloth Leek, has been working on graphics for the 6-star Mine of Mantuban quest. The final team is Joe's Audio Bonanza, which consists of Just Joe, the Crunchy Leek, and he has been working on Global Music Track number 13. Now for the infographics. Firstly, they have been simplified to combine the story and technical coding stages as they are typically done by the same person per item. This week, we're seeing 2 things checked off. The pre-graphics coding for the 6-star Hope Forest quest has been completed, as well as the story planning for the 7-star Mine of Mantuban quest. As for Stonemaw Hill, nothing has really changed, but the infographic now lists combat foes rather than a combat profession, which brings it more in line with the combat rework. And that's Weekly Leek Issue 11. What are you waiting for? Get trading! If you want to read the Weekly Leek for yourself, the link to it is in the description. Alternatively, if you want to discuss this issue of the Weekly Leek and all things Brighter Shores with me and a community of just shy of 400 members, make sure you join my clan, the Blades of Adothria. The link to our Discord server is in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss one of my uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in Adothria. Bye!